And we'll prepare for this next exciting Spider-Man. Oh, you know, we could say the human spider, why don't we? Oh boy. We only have like 3 or 4 hours left, so I'm going to put them to good use to this one. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains Custom Build, and it's time for the final request of this month of November. So tomorrow it's Christmas. Well, not Christmas month basically, not Christmas Day, but you know, December, the month of Christmas. And you know, that means so all tomorrow will be every day tomorrow, you know, on December basically, Christmas builds. So this will be the last normal build in November, and then we'll go back to normal builds back in January, of course. So I'm going to not waste any time and make our next request, which is the human spider. Now when I make the human spider, there's a few things I want to point out. Now we're also going to make Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker, him in here as well. So he's going along with the human spider costume. If I get likes on this video, I will, those likes will put in as dedication for this, which is, if you like this video, you will put a request, that will tell me to put a request down that you want to see Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the game as customs, and I will put them down, added to the list. Now what I will say is, they will not be in their traditional Spider-Man outfits, because that would be too similar to the comics appearance. So what I will be doing though is using their costumes that they made themselves, like, you know, the human Tobey Maguire had the human spider, Andrew Garfield had like a vigilante costume where he was searching for his uncle's killer, and of course Tom Holland had his cloth costume in Homecoming. So if you want that, if you want to see those other two Spider-Men, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, just click the like button to let me know. But yeah, thanks for that little discussion before we started. Without further ado, let's make Tobey Maguire, aka the human spider. So let's go. This will be a pretty straightforward one when it comes to appearance wise. It's essentially a jumper, some gloves, a ski mask, trousers, and some canvas shoes basically. So this will be a pretty straightforward one. There we go. So going on to the, let's start off with the head. And you know, Tobey Maguire has a pretty young head, so we are looking for custom, number 16. And basic skin color, eyebrow color will be brown, dark brown. And we're gonna go and change. We are doing, if you're wondering, we are doing Tobey Maguire first. Now you probably say, just call him Peter Parker, but then again, you know, that's more of the comics. So, Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, call him what you like. This is the hair I'm gonna use for Tobey Maguire. That's how I see his hair in the movies, and that's the piece I'm gonna go with. Has it combed back to the side a bit, so I think this is perfect. The combed over version. Now if you want, actually I'll save that to last. Going to arms, scroll to the top, and I believe, now from what I gather, Tobey Maguire's the suit he uses the most is the one I think from Spider-Man 2, where he has like this blue shirt or jumper or something like that, with like a coat hanging over his but I think what I will just do is probably I'll try and recreate that look. So I'll go with a blue, a brighter blue with the long sleeves. Again, when you're doing the human version of the character, you can have them essentially wear any sort of human clothing. Human skin, body, probably a shirt basically, because sometimes he wears a blue jumper. next there, and there's the shirt. But just to add some detail, we will go and search for... Yeah, if I can make that... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, he has like this vest on in Spider-Man 2 and the blue sleeves. The only problem is, maybe Captain Boomerang. Let's see, Captain Boomerang. Because he did ride a moped or something like that. Perfect, that seems a bit closer to him, apart from the scarf that is, but then again he does ride a motorcycle, so I guess it would fit. And when I say a motorcycle, it was a moped, a scoot, it's nothing cool. Yeah, pick whatever you like when it comes to his human clothing. Going on to, I'm just going to put some jeans on for the lower end of him. And of course we'll go to leg area and we're looking for Music Meister for the shoes. Match it up, perfect. And we can go on to the effects for the spider powers and stuff. Before I actually do that though, this is an option you can do if you want to. You can go to the top, go to your head and go to accessories if you want to add the glasses. And of course these are the ones you want to add. Glasses number 1, and they'll be basically black if you want to have him as his before he got bit by the spider essentially. But to be honest, we don't, probably most of us don't want him as that because that makes him even more cringeworthy. But yeah, so going on to the effects, hit impacts, any style will do, I don't think it really matters. And black is the colour I'm going to go with for a more realistic take on the character. The slam effect. Again, it's black, which is what we wanted. Get rid of those guns. And we will go to abilities now. Hold square will be the lunge. And then circle will be the web shooters. So, I believe 3 is the one I used. Yeah, 3 looks like web. White for the web shooters. Well, not the web shooters, it's organic webbing from him. And I will make those explosive, or maybe ice bolts, because, you know, web sticky. If you've seen my original Spider-Man video where I made the original comic Spider-Man, I made his one, his power is, his webs basically stick ice, because that's like sticky, you know what I mean? Then from that point on I went through some changes of the character, but you know, I'll just go on with the back to the sticky ice power. So this will be for when he's holding on for his web, when he's putting pressure on the web. Just pick the water and it looks like web to me, and you want that an ice attack so it can stick the enemy in for a while. Oop, and I want to make the beam origin 2 hands because that looks, because you've seen Spider-Man 1 where he tries to stop the Goblin with that attack. Yeah. Going on to the X button now for the double jump. That'll be, I'll go with number 4 for this one. Bit of a slower one. Hyper jump on, and of course going to skill set, scroll to the top. Technology access, because he is smart as he's meant to be. Acrobat, wall climbing. I will put smashes walls because he did stop that train in Spider-Man 2. And of course we're gonna have the X-ray vision to act as a spider sense. And tracking also for the spider sense. Illumination and some stealth. Going to personality, we will go with, I'll go with a blue color if we have one aside from teal, but nope, teal it is. And of course standard health. Voice 1. Target module, I guess, will be the stars. Animation cool, because that's what Peter thinks of himself. And of course, going to basic information, he is a hero. Actually, I'll change that mind. he's a neutral character because he's a vigilante. And he would join... Well, he's in college, so I don't think the Justice League would accept him at all. At the most, the Teen Titans would probably take him in. So that's what I'll go for him. Name... I'll just call him the Human Spider because that's what we're going to end up with anyway. The Human Spider. Oh come on, couldn't fit it all in. Alright, we'll just get rid of the and just put Human Spider. Or what we could do is remove a space. The Human... Maybe if I put Human Spider as one word. Try it. The Human... Human Spider. Perfect. Now it's meant to be 2 words, but limitations. And yeah, we can now save our character. I guess there is one thing I could add to this Peter Parker, and that essentially is a backpack for him, because he needs to change into his Spidey outfit when he needs to. So going up to here, scroll to the top, go to attachments, and looking for his backpack. I believe it's like a few murky colours, it's nothing special. So I'll just make it all a grimy, dirty colour, and we'll save it there. So yeah, that is our Tobey Maguire. Hey, welcome to the live stream. If you go on earlier to the video, I gave a little rough explanation of how this is going to go down, so make sure you go on to earlier in the video to pick up an explanation. But yeah, this is officially our Tobey Maguire. He's got the fighting, the targeted lunge. You can do it right. There you go. The webs, and there's his webs, or his holding his webs to make. Since we can't do stickiness, you know, ice is the closest thing you'll get. The double jump, and of course the hyper jump. If you've seen that running from the first movie. But yeah, remember, if you will leave a like on this video, I will make also Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland added to the list of requests. And I will not make them as Spider-Man, but I will make them in their normal clothes and their vigilante clothes. So that, because we're doing this with Tobey Maguire. We've done his maid costume, which is the Human Spider. Then if you like the video, I'll add to the requests Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. And when we get to those two, we'll not only make their normal forms, but their their own made suits. Andrew Garfield's vigilante costume, and you'll have Tom Holland's homecoming cloth made costume. So yeah, all you've got to do is leave a like on this video to say you want to have that happen, and that will be my confirmation for that. So yeah, now we're gonna go in and make, of course, the one you've been waiting for, the Human Spider. Oh man, that is... I don't care. I remember what Bruce said. The Human Spider, that's the best you got? Yeah! Oh, that sucks. You tell him, Bruce. Alright, so let's make the Human Spider. Going on, we need to go to helmets real quick and look for the ninja hood. And it's the colour we want, red. Perfect. Then, from there, we're going to get rid of the backpack. Scroll to the top and get rid of it. And from there, we're going to keep the face the way it is. And we're going to go down to the arms. Essentially, they're going to be basically fully red. And then we're going to change the hands to white. And then Body will be essentially, it's another, we'll go with body muscle. I don't think it actually shows any muscles in the costume. No, it doesn't. So there are no muscles showing in the costume. So it's essentially just a red jumper, but we're going to add some black to it now with the logo. The logo is actually red, mind you. I will go with the bat symbol, because the Batman Beyond symbol, because this Spider-Man logo does stick up a bit compared to other ones. Going on to the preset bodies, I guess, for a look, see what we got. We're looking for a red logo, and the primary color will be changeable, so... Nothing that I see that I want to use. Nope, this is the one. And then going to the hands real quick. Well, actually not the hands, the hips. Essentially, I think that's it. All that's changed though when it comes to the hip area is that the shade of color has changed. Now if we go to hips, we want to change the blue shade to this shade of blue here, which is just 1, 2... I mean, it all depends really what gene color you're using. So you just want to make sure that it's this color right here. The average blue color, right next to the darkest blue. For the, yeah, and of course you have the white boots showing because he has like white shoes when he's fighting Bonesaw. And yeah, oh man, our logo's gone, we gotta put that back. Boop, 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 boop. And red it up. There we go. And we've already done the powers, so we just click save. I guess what I will go and change though is his personality to martial artist, because he is in a wrestling costume. And we'll save it. There we go. Oh, we dropped some money there. He stole... Hey! He stole the gang! Stop him! He's got my money! Thanks! What the hell's the matter with you? Let him go! You could have taken that guy apart. Now he's gonna get away with my money. I messed up, but that's my problem. Ooh, touchy, eh, Peter? Anyway, but there he is, guys, as you requested, in the flesh. The human spider. He's got the fighting. The double jump. The web shooters. And of course, if you hold on to your circle button, you can shoot out his sticky webs. And let's not forget the hyper jump. And if I... Super slam effect. Douche. Okay guys, there it is, as you requested and promised, the human spider. And remember what I said, if you like this video, I will make Andrew Garfield and of course none other than Tom Holland in not just their normal clothing, but their vigilante costumes. Now look, if you see in there in the corner, I left the color blue from the hearts, but it's nothing really major. But yeah, like I said, if you like the video, I will make Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland added to the list. And when we get to them, I'll make them in their normal clothing and their vigilante costumes, which is their own custom-made outfits. Not their Spider-Man outfits, their own custom-made outfits. So like Andrew Garfield made the vigilante costume when he was searching for his Uncle Ben's. Andrew Garfield made a suit to find Uncle Ben's killer. And then you got Tom Holland made his own suit before he got that suit from Tony Stark. So those suits, if you know what I mean. That way they'll match up well with all three of them. But yeah, after this, it's Christmas builds, essentially. Christmas builds await. This is the last build of the day. And tomorrow is December, Christmas month, which means all Christmas builds. And of course, if you have any Christmas requests, feel free to put them in the comments down below. But don't bother requesting me Santa Claus, because he's going to be saved till the last. Now, also I want to point out, when it does go to Christmas month, my family is coming down on the 23rd, I believe. so that'll probably be the last day I will be on the on the 22nd. Yeah, that'll be when you'll have Santa Claus come out, because on 23rd I've got to spend time with family, as we all do. But yeah, on the 22nd, from the 1st of December to the 22nd, that is all Christmas builds. But yeah, and after we do a Christmas month, we'll go back onto normal requests. So remember, put down in the comments your Christmas requests, and I'll do them. And yeah, and don't feel the need to stop putting normal requests in just because it's December. Go ahead and put in normal requests too. I'll make sure to check all the comments and stuff. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, the good stuff, and join us next time tomorrow where we start the Christmas builds. I can't wait to see what requests I'll get, and I will be checking the comments. Till next time, peace.